my favorite play. And the reason it's my favorite play is because I feel like it is a love letter to live theater. You know, it shows that dedication of the show must go on. It shows, you know, kind of what goes into it and how things can go wrong, but that perseverance and that spirit of being able to put on a show. But I also think people should come out because this show is the kind of show that really showcases what a community theater can be, what it can pull off, especially in Butterfield. You know, a venue like ours, we don't have the biggest show. We don't have the biggest budget. We don't have the, you know, highest tech facilities. But to be able to pull off a show of this caliber and to pull it off well is really a testament to the dedication of the volunteers and, you know, really just show the community this is what can actually be done on this stage. So I just I got my makeup halfway going.
Hey, welcome to Butterfield Backstage Banter. I'm your guest host, Karina Maria, and I know what you're thinking. Where is Jessica? Well, Jessica is right here. She's starring in the play that goes wrong, currently running right now at Butterfield, and it is a fabulous comedy about a local community theater that's putting on a murder mystery that, well, as the name suggests, everything that can go wrong does go wrong in the most hilarious way possible. So instead of being the interviewer today, Jessica is the interviewee. So Jessica, welcome.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you for being my guest host today.
Not a problem. I'm happy to do it. Now tell me a little bit about your theater background.
Oh, I have been doing theater for decades now. I actually got started in theater in middle school just because I needed an extracurricular activity. And I was like, well, that'll fill the space. And I started doing it, did my first play. It was just a, you know, background part in the play Aladdin. And I got to dance to Barbie Girl. And I actually fell in love with performing and then just stuck with theater. I did it in high school, did it in college, started doing community theater, took a break for a little while when I had children, and then got back in it. And since about COVID time, I've been pretty active and have done quite a few shows since then.
Now, is there actual footage of the Barbie Girl performance? Because we'd all like to see.
Somewhere in my dad's attic, there is a VHS tape recording of this. I'm hoping that the Texas heat has destroyed it.
I have a copy home. We'd love to hear it. Now, tell me about this play. What are some of the highlights that you've experienced while rehearsing for this?
Oh, this play has just been the epitome of an incredible experience for theater. It has been an incredible director, an incredible stage manager, an incredible cast, incredible crew. I'm blessed in that this is one of my favorite plays of all time, and I actually get to be in it. The whole reason I even auditioned for this show was because my boys wanted me to audition for it, and they were hoping that I would get the role that I am. So, you know, that's an extra bonus. And just the dedication and the work ethic for this from this cast and this crew and how much everybody has shown up and really just put in every ounce of effort possible in every rehearsal and really just made it such a great experience. There was never a time where I walked away being like, oh my gosh, we're not going to be able to pull this off in time. And that is incredible because when you have that kind of panic, like, are we going to be ready for opening night? It takes away from some of the enjoyment of the experience. And there's never once been a moment of this, which has been just so incredible. I could not have asked for a better group of people to do, especially this particular show with. It's been an absolute dream.
And I have to tell you, I watched opening night and it was phenomenal. And this seems like such a difficult play to pull off because it's a play within a play and things are supposed to go wrong the entire time. And it's just funny. I mean, you're laughing from the beginning all the way till the end. So tell me about your character, Sandra, who plays Florence Collymore.
Yes.
Talk to me about that and whether or not you relate to your character at all.
So Sandra is a character who takes her acting very seriously. In the script, it actually says that Sandra has goals to one day go to Hollywood. So she, very much is a very serious actress. She takes the whole thing seriously. So as things are going wrong in the show, she's not pleased with it. She is a little annoyed by the characters who break their character, by the things going wrong. This is not her dream show. And then she's playing Florence Collymore, and Florence Collymore is just an absolute nut. She goes into hysterics. She is having an affair on her fiance. So I have two characters, and with Sandra, I can kind of relate to Sandra because I too, even though it's just community theater, I very much take what we're doing here seriously, and would love, my dream job would be to be able to get paid to act, especially on stage. That would absolutely be an incredible experience. But I do not relate at all to Florence Collymore. She is not me at all. So it's really fun getting to kind of flip in and out of both of those and have moments where I am Sandra and other moments where I am Florence Collymore.
No, Florence Collymore is just this damsel in distress, overly dramatic lady with a phenomenal British accent. Can you Jessica, I'm sorry, just for me, this is not in the question list, but will you give me a little Florence Collymore? Will you please have just a little baby episode? All right, and action.
Oh, what a devil of a situation this is.
Very good. Now, I mean, and that is just a little teaser of what you'll get to see if you go to the play that goes wrong. Okay, it is phenomenal. Okay, I'm going to stop because I feel like I'm being hyperbolic, but it's true. I was laughing the entire time. Now, tell me what were some of the, challenges that you faced?
Oh, well, the challenges were definitely just the intensity of the show. It's an incredibly physically demanding show because there is so much comedy. There's so much of having to stay on top of everything and really know, because this is a show that while there are things that are going wrong, if you're not making sure that things are going wrong in the right way, the show's going to go really, really wrong. So that was definitely a challenge. Another challenge just for me personally was managing the scheduling and juggling it because it was such an intensive show, but I also work full time and I'm a board member and I'm on the marketing committee and I homeschool my children and I'm also the head baseball coach for one of my kids' teams. So, trying to juggle all of the things and make sure that every time I'm showing up at rehearsals, I'm fully dedicated in that moment and really doing, right by the role, but also showing respect to my castmates and my directors and making sure that I'm giving them my full effort every time I'm at rehearsals is definitely a challenge. It was a rewarding challenge, but was a challenge nonetheless.
Well, let me tell you that you pulled it off. Okay. When I was watching last night, all I could think about was, first of all, how did all of these people find the time to perfect this down to a T? Because like you said, the things that go wrong have to be timed properly in order for them to be funny.
Yes.
And you pulled it off every single time. So, I mean, it's just, you've got to watch the show. You've got to come out and see it, okay? Now, I've already said enough. You tell us why we should watch this show.
Just because I think this show, so there's two reasons I think everybody should see this show. One, as I said, this is my favorite play. And the reason it's my favorite play is because I feel like it is a love letter to live theater. It shows that dedication of the show must go on. It shows, kind of what goes into it and how things can go wrong, but that perseverance and that spirit of being able to put on a show. But I also think people should come out because this show is the kind of show that really showcases what a community theater can be, what it can pull off, especially in Butterfield. A venue like ours, we don't have the biggest show. We don't have the biggest budget. We don't have the, highest tech facilities. But to be able to pull off a show of this caliber and to pull it off well is really a testament to the dedication of the volunteers and, really just show the community this is what can actually be done on this stage. So I just really, I hope everybody comes out and sees it. If you don't see it, you're missing out. It's definitely going to be your loss.
Absolutely. If you like having a good time, this show's for you. If you don't like having a good time, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's absolutely hysterical. This is a show that our audience last night was laughing from beginning to end. It was just nonstop laughter, which as an actress is super fulfilling to have that where the moments are constantly, you know, when you're having to wait to say your line because the audience is laughing so hard. That's what we do it for. You know, we don't get paid. We do it for the laughter and the applause, and our audience definitely paid us well last night.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you for putting all of this together, and thank you to the amazing people on the cast and the volunteers and the background workers. You all pulled off an amazing show, and I'm so excited for everybody else to come out and see it. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you can get that on the website. We'll put the links on the show notes on the bottom. And again, thank you, and please come see the show. I'm not begging, but you should come see it. It's good.
I am begging, please. Come see us. Bye.
I do. But when you come up there, you're like, oh my God, I'm doing it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's fully committed to the role. But see, it's Sandra doing that, not Jessica.
That's true. That's very true.
Yes.
That was wonderful. Great time.
I love you, Allison.
Thank you for joining us. For more information, please visit butterfieldstage.org.